Okay, so one day I was talking to this construction engineer, and he said, well, have the kids ever worked with wood? And I said, well, we have no place to work with wood. I said, I know a room where we could put a machine. And he said, a machine? I said, yeah, just a little machine they can scroll. It's called scrolling, where they cut the wood and design it. He said, when I was 11 years old, I would do this for 3 or 4 hours. I want to help the children in this neighborhood to do this. I said, okay. He says, how about I get 3 machines? I said, okay, get 3 machines and we'll do it. But I needed the room. And the Santo Nombre meets here. This is el cuarto sagrado. No puede usar su cuarto para nada. Ellos tienen una reunión aquí una vez cada mes. They only have one meeting here a month, the Santo Nombre, but they didn't want me to use it because it's their room. And I said, look, let us have 3 machines. They said, okay, Father, you can use 3 machines. And then suddenly this man got 13 machines and 15 machines, and the room was full. And we have approximately 20 children who come here every Saturday and sometimes during the week to work on different projects of wood. And they make these wood things with their hands, and they love it. And they give it as gifts to their mothers and fathers, and their children from ages 11 all the way up to 18 that work in this taller. And so what was I going to do with the Santo Nombre? On Sunday, I called them all forward, and I said to the congregation, these are blessed men among men, because they have given us their room for the children. And everybody gave them a big applause, and they were never complained again. And that was that story. So look here what they've done. The children made this Virgin Mary out of the wood. They carved it, and they have other things they do. I'm going to pull them out here. You can see that they did this beautiful cross. Look at this cross they made. This is all scrolling with the machine, cutting through the wood by hand. And then back here you can see that they've done some other kinds of designs. They made an elk there. It gets a little dusty. And back here they have a caballo, a horse. And this is done by 12, 13-year-olds, these things. And they want to sell them at the parish festival this summer. And what they're going to do is they're going to take all this work and they're going to use the money to go on a canoeing trip with me and Father Rosendo. He doesn't know who's going yet, but we're going to tell him. And we're going to go up north in the canoe country for 1 week, and they're going to go into the wilderness and canoe and hear the wolves at night. And hopefully we don't see any bears, but we see a lot of nice eagles and birds. Oh, yes. Let me turn on the light over there. You can get a little better picture. So now you see all the machines. I took all the room of the Santo Nombre, over Santo Nombre, and the kids leave their project here, and you see how they imitate here.
Okay, I will go.
Ese es Jesús. Ese es Jesús también. And they have the Jesus Resucitado. This boy is working on. I saw this boy working on this on Saturday. He's doing a great job. He's excited about it. So, yeah, I'll explain that next. I'm going to give Father Miguel the radio program you should listen to of 5 girls explaining what this project is about. They want peace in the neighborhood. In this neighborhood, every week there was shooting. So they said, why don't we create peace? And a sister from Los Angeles, se llama Sister Inez Tellez, gave them an idea to make drums, Indian drums. And she said it's a Native American concept here in the United States. If you make 100 drums and beat them, you reorientate the world to peace. So on November 18th, we joined Los Angeles in drumming on our streets. And I invited the college students to make drums. And the way they make drums is they have to get a trunk of a tree, and here's one right here. And they have to burn out the center of the tree. They put coals on top of it, and they burn through it, and then they chip out the inside like this. And they start to chip until they clear the drum. And once they clear it all out, they get a hollow center like this, smoother. They smooth out the edges, and they start to create their drum. And then they put designs on it, and you can see how beautiful it is on the inside. And they put signs on it like this: Desciende ahora, Espíritu Santo. They put all different designs. And then they cover the drum. I don't know, we don't have one covered here, no? This is one that's painted. This is a painted one. Do you have cubre?
No.
One not here, okay. So they beat the drum. They have palos that they work with. They put a little end and they beat the drum. And we had 30 drums go through the streets with 300 people singing for peace. And we want peace. We want it now. And we got to a place where the library, La Biblioteca, was closed. And we said a prayer there for peace. And an Indian came and led us in the prayer. He had us face south and west and north and east and say a prayer for peace. And the college students liked it a lot. So now they said, can we bring our drums for La Novena de la Virgen de Guadalupe? Of course you can. Can we bring our drums for Posadas? Of course you can. Can we bring our drums for the Via Crucis? Of course you can. And now you hear drumming throughout the neighborhood all during the year.
Mi nombre es José René Hernández. Yo trabajo en Inmaculado Corazón de María por 24 años. He tenido muchas experiencias aquí, he conocido muchos sacerdotes, han pasado por esta iglesia. En la cuestión de estos niños que vienen a carpintería, pues los veo yo fuera y son otros, y cuando vienen ellos aquí ya son otros chamacos diferentes con más proyectos de progresar en su vida, en su crecimiento, todo eso. Es bastante bueno este lugar para ellos, que en lugar de andar en la calle.
Trata de describir a estos chicos cuando están fuera, qué es lo que hacen, cómo se comportan, y cuando están aquí.
Bueno, cuando están fuera son algo traviesos, son algo inquietos, que pueden hacer muchas travesuras, pero cuando están aquí adentro pues son unos chamacos más educados, más modelos, más responsables de sí mismos, y eso es lo más importante.
¿Qué crees que están aprendiendo?
Pues, tocante a este oficio es una cosa muy bonita, la cuestión del arte, porque este es un trabajo de arte, de mucho trabajo muy minucioso, todo eso. Es una cosa muy bonita. Para mí que es una cosa formidable. Yeah.
¿Y qué recomiendas para formar un claretiano? Un claretiano que quiere ser sacerdote. ¿Qué es su recomendación?
Pues que tenga mucha vocación, sobre todo, y que se apegue mucho a la cuestión de lo que es el catolicismo, todo eso. Eso sería bastante muy bueno para una persona que va a querer ser un claretiano o de cualquier otra congregación. Eso es formidable.
Y en la recomendación de cómo relacionarse con la gente.
También eso es muy importante. Él debe tener mucho carisma para poder tratar a la gente, a todo tipo de gente, no importa que sea un niño, un joven, un adulto, una persona mayor de edad, no importa.
Sí, hablas de carisma. Bueno, ¿qué es eso? Trata de describir eso. ¿Qué quieres decir con carisma? ¿Qué tipo de relación tiene que tener con la gente?
Bueno, tiene que ser muy amable, muy responsable, muy atento con todos ellos, no importa qué edad tengan, no importa la edad que tengan. Eso es muy importante para una persona de esas.
¿Y has visto los cambios en este barrio en los años?
Sí, yo llegué aquí en los años 1966 y cuando llegué aquí este barrio era muy peligroso, sobre todo en el parque que está aquí a la cuadra que sigue, porque yo siempre viví en este barrio y desde el tiempo que tengo yo de vivir aquí hasta esta fecha ha cambiado un 80-90%.